Dear students, we have already discussed about the instruments of monetary policy, and in that we have discussed about the quantitative measures, also known to be the general measures. Now today let us discuss about the selective or also known to be qualitative measures of credit control. Now, first of all, talking about meaning of qualitative measures. So these measures have unique impact on some sectors and are not meant to impact all sectors similarly. That means, unlike quantitative measures, those were general measures, and therefore they had an impact on all the sectors as well as on all the sections of economy. But qualitative measures, selective measures, so that means these have an impact only on some selected sectors, and they are not meant at all to impact on overall economy, and therefore these are known to be qualitative measures. So some of these measures are: first one is security requirement. Whenever a bank provide any loan to general public, so banks must ensure that it gets its loan back. And so, in order to have a safety of their lending, they generally lend money against some security deposits from the borrowers. In case if the borrower is not able to repay the loan, then bank uses this security so as to recover its dues. So you might have seen that when banks provide loan, they generally ask for some security. Say for example, a bank can take jewelry or a car or house as a security. Again, this security requirement may be different for different kind of persons and for different purpose of lending. Say for example, a poor farmer may be granted a loan without much security because he is already a poor person and he has not much of assets to provide for getting loans. But a rich business person may be required to keep more as security with the bank for a loan because he can afford to provide those securities. So he may be asked to provide more as security against a loan. Next one, that is margin requirement. So RBI also sets a margin for giving this loan against security. That means whenever we approach a bank for getting a loan and when we provide something as a security, then bank provides loan only as a certain percentage of the total value of the assets which are being offered as security. Say for example, if I am providing some security to bank, then the bank is not going to provide me the entire amount as loan against that security. The bank may provide loan up to 80% or maybe up to 60% of the total amount of that security. So that means banks are directed to selectively keep different margins for different purposes. So it depends that for what purpose we are demanding loan, and as per that bank asks for the necessary security, and after keeping a certain margin, then only a bank provides us loan. Next one, that is ceiling on credit. Ceiling, that means a limit on credit. So RBI has also prescribed certain limits for providing credit for various purposes. Lastly, discriminatory interest rate. See, discriminatory, that means a kind of discrimination. So RBI has also suggested various rates of interest for different types of lending, and this policy itself is said to be discriminatory interest rate. Say for example, When a poor farmer or a needy farmer approaches a bank for loan, then a lower rate of interest may be charged from that farmer. But when a rich business person approaches a bank in order to get a loan to buy a car or maybe to buy a house, then definitely a higher rate of interest may be charged from that businessman. Why? Because he can afford that rate of interest. So that means here a bank may discriminate rate of interest as per the purpose or as per the person who is borrowing. So with this chapter ends. Thank you, students.